You might think multitasking makes you efficient. After all, answering emails while on a Zoom call, eating lunch while watching YouTube, and juggling 5 browser tabs feels like modern productivity. But what if the opposite is true? Scientists now believe multitasking isn't just inefficient. It may actually damage your brain's ability to think clearly, store memories, and stay focused. Behind the illusion of getting more done, there's a silent cognitive cost piling up. This is the story of how multitasking, the skill we praise and practice daily, could be the greatest productivity myth of our time, and how understanding your brain's true limitations might unlock your real superpower: focused, deep attention. At first glance, multitasking feels like a productivity hack. You're replying to texts while reading reports, brainstorming ideas during your commute, and listening to podcasts while cleaning. It feels like you're winning time. But research from Stanford University shows that frequent multitaskers perform worse in attention, memory, and even task switching itself. Ironically, the more you multitask, the worse you become at it. Multitasking doesn't mean doing 2 things at once. It means switching rapidly between tasks. And each switch has a cost: mental effort, lost time, and increased stress. You're not saving time. You're slicing your focus into fragments. The illusion comes from small dopamine hits. Every switch feels productive because your brain registers novelty, a reward signal. But it's a trap. You're addicted to the feeling of being busy, not actual progress. Worse still, this behavior becomes a habit. The more you multitask, the more your brain rewires itself to prefer distraction. You start craving interruptions, and slowly, your capacity for deep work disappears. Attention is not a light you can shine in all directions at once. It's more like a narrow spotlight. When you divide it, everything dims. The brain simply wasn't designed for parallel focus. Neuroscientist Earl Miller explains that the brain is very bad at multitasking. Instead of processing tasks simultaneously, it rapidly toggles between them. This switching delays everything and increases error rates. Think of attention like a muscle. When you try to lift too many cognitive weights at once, you strain it. Over time, the quality of attention degrades, leading to fatigue, frustration, and poor decision-making. What's worse, this fragmentation impairs our working memory, the system responsible for holding and manipulating information in real time. With attention scattered, your mental workspace collapses. The result? You might finish more tasks, but each is done with less care, less thought, and less retention. Multitasking makes us faster, but shallower. And over time, this becomes our default mode of thinking. Every time you switch tasks, your brain incurs a switching cost. Even brief diversions, like checking your phone, require the brain to unload one context and reload another. This delay, often just a few seconds, adds up across the day, leading to lost hours of productive time. Worse, it drains mental energy without you noticing. Studies from the University of California, Irvine found that after a distraction, it takes an average of 23 minutes to regain full focus. That's nearly half an hour lost to a single interruption. Imagine writing a sentence, stopping mid-word, answering a message, and returning 20 minutes later. The momentum is gone. That re-entry cost is where most productivity leaks occur. This constant interruption makes it harder to enter flow state, the deep, immersive concentration where true creativity and quality emerge. Multitasking locks us out of that zone. We live in a world that celebrates multitasking, but the brain does not. What feels like efficiency is often mental sabotage. The constant switching between tasks scatters attention, burns cognitive fuel, and rewires our minds for distraction. Over time, we trade depth for speed and end up doing more, but remembering less. But there is a way out. Monotasking, the simple, radical act of doing one thing at a time, isn't just a productivity tip. It's a neurological superpower. It restores focus, improves memory, lowers stress, and unlocks the deep, creative flow your brain was built for. When you choose to focus, you're not doing less. You're doing what matters better. So the next time you reach for your phone while typing an email or open another tab mid-task, pause. Close the loops. Protect your attention like it's sacred. Because in a distracted world, focused minds are the ones who shape the future. If this video helped you rethink how your brain works, imagine what the next one will do. Subscribe and hit the bell. Your neurons will thank you.